Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver. Today we're going to be playing Celestial Tiger. I don't think I have anything to go over before we get into it, so let's just go. So we start with a Wizard's Familiar because we had a free roll in the shop, so we get to make it a 2-2 immediately. Then we get rewarded with a Shrink Drink here, which we are going to cast before picking up this Sherwood Sure Shot. And I really like Shrink Drink, basically no matter the shop on Tiger, just because I think picking up just a high volume of characters is very, very good with Tiger. It just gives you more opportunities to find triples. And here we get some pretty good shop fillers here. With we get a Cindy, of course. That's going to be very good for getting another level 2 treasure, which obviously is very, very valuable. And in that same vein, we're gonna lock this second bossy. Normally I wouldn't want to lock a level 2 character going into level 3, but the fact that it's a pair, on Celestial Tiger specifically, means I'm gonna go for it here. All right, and we get our shop fills with Princess White and a second Wizard's Familiar. We did actually unlock that Wizard's Familiar just because we've got it. We've got this pair already. We've got the Cindy. We've got this Princess White, and I wanted to give myself the best opportunity to find more dwarves, just to get this Princess White upgraded as quick as possible if we can. So I figured spending 2 gold on the 1/1 Familiar just was a little bit of too much of an investment at this point. So yeah, we're gonna cast a Mix Whistle, of course. That's gonna cantrip, so we're gonna be able to cast another spell. Just deciding on what to cast it on, and we go with the Black Cat. I think the Black Cat adds the least to the board right now, and we need to keep the Wizard or the Cindy around to see us cast some spells. And yeah, and then we get this shop. It's got a couple Black Cats, which I almost forgot that we just mixed it with the Black Cat. So we take that, and that's gonna be a triple that we lock for next turn. We handily win this combat though, which is nice with our mismatched kind of low stat board. So we get our first level 2 treasure here, and unfortunately they're not great. Because we're taking dwarves and we have Princess White and a couple bosses already. We're gonna go with the Ring of Meteors, which is gonna do +2 or do 2 damage to everything. And yeah, if we can just find a greedy next turn or next wave, or I guess next turn, then yeah, that's gonna go a long way for our econ here. And then we get another level 2 treasure from our Cindy, and unfortunately it's kind of a bad selection as well. But we do end up going with the Monster Manual, and then we sell that Black Cat we tripled for an Ogre Princess, as it is a monster. Opponent thanks us for getting their Nutcracker quest done, as well as putting a ton of stats onto their board. Feels a little bit bad to get immediately punished for that Ring of Meteors, but that's fine. We do need to get at least 1 toughness onto this Ogre Princess, otherwise it's never going to survive one of our Ring of Meteors. So that's something I am looking out for now. We get a triple for our bossy here, which we're going to take the Ring of Regeneration. Gaining 2 health a turn is going to be huge, and it's going to hopefully climb us out of sort of the hole we're starting to dig ourselves in. Our board is definitely not great. This is not a great 4.0 board. We really, really desperately need to find a greedy here. And again, we need that toughness point on the Ogre Princess, so I sell the tiny for it. And I think that ends up being fine. I mean, we do end up down a character, but we end up with enough stats to survive. We take out 2 or 3 of the opposing characters, which kind of evened things up and allowed us to actually get an attack off with our Ogre Princess, kind of replacing the character we lost last turn. So now that we have up to 13 power on this Ogre Princess, it's gonna be generating a decent amount of econ for us. And of course that's only gonna go up. And yeah, we didn't see a greedy, so I figure we just cast its experience, we gain some more health, and we just try and get to higher level characters. We desperately want to get to level 5 because we can find Angry, and giving Angry with double Ring of Meteors is just going to put a ton of stats on our board. We're going to go with Nian because we have some gold there, and there's Greedy. It's a little bit late, but it finally did show up, so we are going to pick it up here. It's going to be 2 gold a turn guaranteed, which is not bad. We are 1 experience up, so I think it's okay on 4.2. And looks like we're going to finish another player's Nutcracker quest for them, unfortunately. No, we don't quite finish it there, but we get them very close. And then we also lose the fight, which is a little bit unfortunate. All right, we get to finish our Princess White quest here by buying this tiny. And our level 3 treasure is not exactly the greatest here. We're going to take Sting, and we're going to get out of the Ring of Meteors. We're just not finding enough payoffs for the Ring of Meteors, and I think it's ended up hurting us more than it helped us. So yeah, we're going to pick that up. We're going to pick up a Sting. Or we're going to drop that and pick up a Sting. And then we're going to pick up a Baba Yaga to put behind this Ogre Princess and just start really generating some econ here. And there's another experience spell, which I am very interested in. I think we are going to cast it. We're going to lose this bossy. We're going to start to pivot out of dwarves now. We got our quest, and dwarves just weren't really showing up. So we are moving on, anyways. All right, and we get a couple of we get a couple of sleighs from our ogre princesses, which is fantastic. They're going to give us 2 characters each there. Now, if we can just triple it, then we get guaranteed level 6 characters out of a golden ogre princess. We're definitely done with this pig now. It's a little bit too ambitious. We're fortunate that we've gained a ton of life here, otherwise we'd be in trouble. But yeah, we get a pretty decent shop here. We got a wombats out of our ogre princess, and there's another one in the shop, which we are going to take. So we're very open on a bunch of different lines here. If we can just keep getting these ogre princess sleighs, then Yorm is going to steal all those stats, and we're going to get a couple of nice large threats in the back with the Yorm and an Echo Wood combo there. And yeah, it looks a little bit sketchy. This opponent does have double Bearstein plus Pumpkin, but fortunately, Yorm is able to continue to gobble things up, and yeah, we just managed to keep growing our stats as the fight went on, and outpaced the damage they did with their Pumpkin and summons. All right, I think we are out of Ring of Regeneration now. We're gonna pick up a Dracula Saber, which is going to put a bunch of stats onto our Echo Wood. Also, it puts a bunch of stats onto our Wombat as well, as it's in position 4 there. We get to pick up another Baba, which is fantastic. And yeah, we're going to lock the Oni Tyrant here, because we're kind of moving into sort of like a half Yorm, half monster sleigh comp. And yeah, that's one thing that I've really liked. We don't have Chupacabra, but one thing that this is kind of a comp that I've been falling into a fair amount lately, is just like having like 1 or 2 sleigh characters with a Yorm, and just like using Yorm as like a payoff, or kind of just like a sort of individual threat on a monster comp, and it's been pretty effective. So alright, pick up an Oni Tyrant again, keeping with the monsters theme here. We want to keep the Ogre Princess there, though. We do find a second Nian, finally. So we're going to get another level 5 treasure. And I think it's going to be Evil Eye. I think we get out of Monster Manual now. And we just we try and get some more econ from this Ogre Princess, while also growing our Yorm. And we get consistently getting these sleighs with our Ogre Princess has been fantastic. Yorm turns into such a huge threat as soon as we get 1 sleigh. So attacking first is very, very important for us. But yeah, as long as we do, then we're in pretty good shape in these fights. Although if our princess gets scammed, then we might be in trouble. So it's a little bit of a risky comp here, but it's working so far. I'm considering the River Wish Mermaid here, but since we don't have Horn, I'm not that interested in it. And we get a level 3 treasure. We're hoping for Treasure Map, but unfortunately, it does not show up. And I don't think we have enough evils to really lean into Ancient Sarcophagus at this point, so we're just going to skip there. There is a Hercules, but I think we just can't afford to play a Hercules on our board right now. We get another Echo Wood. This one has 2 toughness to start at least, so we're not going to get completely blown out by Falling Stars. All right, once again we get that first attack, we get that sleigh with Ogre Princess, and we get those stats onto Echowood and Yorm, and it's just makes all the difference in the world there. Not to mention Echo sees the Wombat stats and as well as the Saber stats, so Echowood continues to grow throughout the fight and manages to stand tall there. We get to rip Lancelot out of the pool, which is nice. And yeah, at this point, we want to triple our Baba. We want to triple. I mean, we just triple our Ogre Princess. In top 3, playing for econ is a little bit awkward, but I think it's still fine here. I mean, the fact that it's had grown, or this Ogre Princess has grown so much from the monster manuals, means like we're gonna keep getting slays. As combined with the Oni Tyrant attack stats, like we're gonna be able to slay anything with 86 or less toughness. We're gonna go for a Mixabizzle on the Wombats there, and it goes into an Empress P there, which it's pretty good. It's not incredible, but it's fine. I mean, it's definitely an improvement, I think. Alright, there we have enough gold left to just sell and buy this Echowood to get a level 6 treasure, and we're gonna go with Mimic. We're gonna get out of the Sting now. So, I mean, a little bit less likelihood of Ogre Princess slaying now, but I mean, having two Evil Eyes and 2 Dracula Saber is gonna be very, very good. We're gonna get a ton more Yorm stats when we do slay. But honestly, this opponent is very, very scary. They've got so many summons. They got an evil Golden Bearstein. They've got 2 Golden Pumpkins in the back row, and they have World Tree. Fortunately, they don't have like the whole like Lordy and Good Boy package quite yet, but they do scam us pretty hard, and they drop us from 27 down to 10, which is a pretty big chunk of health. I was gonna sell this Empress P, but I go for the Shard instead, and it turns into a second pumpkin. We got that pumpkin from the Ogre Princess, but and then we triple our Baba, and I think it's time for a pivot. Like this whole sleigh package is probably not worth it anymore. So I think it's time to pivot into a pumpkin comp. We finally get the summoning portal plus pumpkin comp that I've been waiting so long to actually get this. Which is yeah, it's been out for a long time, and it just hasn't come together for me until now. But since we have double pumpkin, we can cut a bunch of these sleigh characters, and I'm gonna take this Boomhilda as well. We don't really need the sleigh anymore, although like it is giving us good econ and allowing us to find other level 6 characters. So we did leave it in against the ghost. We definitely leave in the Ogre Princess here, and that's gonna give us at least one level 6 character anyways to work with next turn, whether that's just to sell or add to our board. Unfortunately, it's nothing notable. There's a Medusa. We do probably want this Medusa, especially if this World Tree player stays on summons and doesn't go with the Lordy route. Then Medusa gets a lot better against them, especially if they don't have they don't end up taking Court Wizards. We are going to switch our Drac Saber out for a Spear here, which is going to be, of course, mimicked. All right, we get one sleigh there. We brought in the Yorm plus Ogre Princess package, just because we know this player was summons, and I mean it's just very, very easy to take out summons with a sleigh comp, especially if you can just get Yorm some stats, then usually Yorm can kind of carry you through this type of matchup. And yeah, our Echowood ends up being enough to take down their Echowoods, and we win that one. Another Yorm. We picked up another Yorm from the Ogre Princess, but I think we're just abandoning the Yorm altogether now that we're against the World Tree player. We want to get as many summons onto the board as possible. We have a golden pumpkin, but like we would like to find more pumpkins. We're gonna pick up a Doom Breath, as they had the backline of Bearstein, Pumpkin. So the Doom Breath is gonna be fantastic here. And we're gonna change heroes. And there's Mordred. We're going to take Mordred here. So Mordred has been changed recently, so instead of summoning the highest power character, it summons the leftmost character. And I'll be honest, when I was playing this game, I was very, very tired, and at the last second, I accidentally put the Medusa in over the Echowood that was in there. and not remembering that I wanted it in the far left, so it's summoned in slot 1. I should have had Baba in slot 3, and then the Medusa in my hand, but fortunately, we still get to attack with that Medusa. And opponent has a full front line and takes out our front line, but then we get our stat, or our pumpkin popped, and summoning portal does its thing and gives our pumpkin summons a ton of stats. And yeah, I mean our Doom Breath did come up pretty clutch, taking out their slot 7 pumpkin there. So the summons they had just ended up not being enough, and yeah, our summoning portal just gave us the stats to persevere and get there. And yeah, that was the fight. We take down World Tree with pumpkin summoning portal, which is kind of wild. I mean, I guess it's Mimic summoning portal, but it's also Mimic Spear. Mimic Spear also did a ton in combination with our Ornery Tyrants. So just all these little stats that we got for attacking and summoning and whatnot just all added up to be enough to take down the World Tree summons. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel. We are on the slow trek to 1,000 subscribers now. Yeah, at 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to actually monetize my videos, which would be absolutely incredible. And yeah, I would appreciate any help in getting there. Also, leaving a like lets YouTube know that it should recommend my content to other people. And again, I would appreciate it if you would help me with that. But anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.